Lists are data structure that are similar to list in all aspects except in the way they are declared and how much they allow themselves to be modified. A tuple once created cannot be modified at all. Like in the previous lecture, we have discussed about list, which you have seen that it can be changed. Sometimes it do happen that you are storing some important information in a list and you might be using it somewhere in the middle of the code. But you always run the risk of accidentally modifying it. And may in turn you can lose your original data or maybe you can corrupt your data. Now, this problem can be solved easily by tuples because tuples will not allow you to modify itself. Let's see some practicals on it. So here, as you can see that we have created basically a first variable which is going to be a tuple. Now, what's the difference between a list and a tuple? If you remember, in list we were creating it like this. We were saying 1, 2, 3. Notice the difference in brackets. Here we are using this bracket. In list we used to have this bracket. So if you create with this bracket and you kind of print it, this first is going to be a tuple, and if you want to print out the zeroth index of this tuple, we can say first of 0, which is going to print out my value 30 for me. Let's execute it to see this output. So in order to execute that, let's come to this main cell, shift enter. So you can see here that it's going to print me 30. If I want to quickly confirm whether this is going to be of tuple type, as we have already learned that we have a function available with us called as type function, it is going to return me that first is of tuple type. Let's create one more tuple called as city, where I have Bangalore and some two more numeric values. So as you can see that in tuples you can also have heterogeneous values. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new variable, new, and assigning city tuple to it. Now we want to see that this new variable new is going to be either of tuple type or something else, or what exactly is going to contain. Let's see this. So here, if I come here and if I execute by kind of combining this statement, so you can see that it's still returning me Bangalore 28 point this and 72. If you want to see what's the type of this new, you can see that it's going to be a tuple only. So you can see that even we have done an assignment of a tuple, it's going to be a tuple. If I want to print, let's say, the first value out of it. So let's say I want to change this value of 1. So one value is 28.99, right? So if I want to try to change it to some other value, as we have learned, the tuple value you cannot modify at all. So in that case, if you try to do it, it will throw you an error. So you can see that it's complaining tuple object does not support item assignment because it do not allow you to do that. Now, similarly, like in list, we have this -1, -2 kind of support. Similarly, in tuple also we do have it. So let's print it and see what's going to be output. So you can see here, since it is -1, so it is basically going to start from here, 28.99 and Bangalore. So this is what it's exactly going to print out for you. Now, there is also one more interesting way of creating tuple. It's not mandatory that you create a tuple with this bracket only. You can notice here I'm not giving any bracket. And still, if you will notice, it was going to return you a tuple type. Let's execute it to see this impact. So if I come here and execute this, you can notice that it's saying 123, 543 and hello. And here if I do a type of new one, it is going to be tuple. Now, if I want to add, let's say in this new one tuple which we have just created, in this particular tuple, I want to basically append this value. So new one which contains this value and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is going to like concatenate both these values and going to return you a particular result. Let's execute it. So here, if I come and execute this statement, you can see it is going to return you this, and it's a concatenated result. But notice one interesting thing here. It have created basically two tuples inside it. It's not like that it have created new one and then separate this. No. What it have done instead is it have treated this completely as a separate tuple. A new one was already a tuple. So it have created two tuples within it. So if you will print the value of 1, it is going to print this whole value. Okay. So this is what your tuple value is going to print. Let's see this. So if I come here and again execute it, so you can see this output coming up. So if I execute this and this, you can see that it's going to print you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instead of just printing any one value, because it is creating two tuples. So if you would have said 0, it would have printed 123, 543 and hello. Now if I want to see the type of this one, it's again going to be a tuple, because it's kind of a nested tuple which you have created. So it's going to be still going to be a tuple. Now if you try to, let's say say new2 3, because right now in new2 I have only two tuple values, right? One is 1 2 3 and second is 1 2 3 4 5. Now the way how we can do it is, if you try to do 3, it is going beyond this index, so it should throw you an error. So you can see that it's going to throw you an error because it can only understand either 0 and 1 value, not more than that. Similarly, if you want to directly create a kind of a composite tuple, means tuple inside a tuple, or if you want to create even a list inside a tuple. So in the above example, we have seen already that tuple inside a tuple. Now we are going to create a list inside a tuple. Notice this brackets of list. Now if I execute this, you will notice that it's going to create a var1 tuple. And if I try to update the value of this tuple, it is going to throw me an error, right? So you're trying to update a tuple value which is not allowed. But notice one very interesting thing here. Though the tuple value is not allowed to change, but let's say if you pull out var1 0, what it's going to return? 1 2 3. Now this 1 2 3, because if I just say var1 0, so this is going to output you 1 2 3. Now if you look at this 1 2 3, this is a list. This is a list. Since this is a list, if I try to change again now, so inside this, if I say that, okay, I want to now update the value of this 1 to some other value, let's say 2. So in that case, what is the index of this? 0. So I can say 0 here. So what it will do, if I now try to change this value from 1 to 2, it's going to update it, because now you are no more updating a tuple, you are updating a list within a tuple. So that's the reason this statement will execute. Let's see to this. So here, if I come back and execute this statement, so you will notice that if I print var1, it is going to return me 2 2 3, because 1 is replaced by your 2. Similarly, you can also convert a tuple to a list by stating list on top of var1, and C is going to be of type a list. And if you again want to convert a list to a tuple, you have to just put a tuple on top of it, and it's going to create a tuple for you. Let's see this outputs also. So you can see that it's saying you that C is this and C is a tuple, now a tuple which is this. So the values will remain the same, it's just that my data type is going to get different. So this is all about tuple. We will discuss now set in the next lecture.